And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Jordan Nielsen here, host of Real Estate Pros on Lister Pros TV. Today we're in Las Vegas, Nevada at Fairway Mortgage with Chris Brown of Rothwell Gort.
Hey, good
Thanks
to see you again.
for joining me again on Real Estate Pros.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks for having me.
So for those that don't know, Chris specializes in multifamily, downtown Las Vegas area.
Yeah, apartment buildings pretty much over the whole valley, but we're really focusing on the downtown sector right now.
Awesome. So talk to us a little bit about what's going on in downtown and projects that you guys have going on.
I know. Well, there's so much going on downtown now with Project Neon, opening up the roads for everyone to get great access downtown. Now, if you've gone down there recently, you'll see all the little motels that are all fenced off. So finally, they're starting to build on those. So I think Ferguson's the first one I've seen that they've opened up. It was an old, like maybe 25, 30 unit motel downtown, and they've kind of transformed it into they want to do like an art space, a music space, and a restaurant space. So the restaurant is open right now. I think it's called Hatsume, Asian restaurant. That's open, and they're opening a bar right now. But if you look, it's really interesting what they're doing. Kind of made almost like a little like Coliseum seating in the middle of it.
Really?
Yeah, so that you sit all around the outside, and they're going to put music acts and artwork and stuff there. So this is the first one that's open downtown, right across from the Bunkhouse, which is another indoor-outdoor bar. So there's a lot, they're really starting to start up with this now.
So is it a big focus on revitalizing downtown?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think we're trying to do what, they're doing in all major cities. I'm originally from New York, and I know Brooklyn was like the big scene. So, the way that started, it was the West Village in New York was like the real hot spot, and then everybody moved there, prices go through the roof, everybody moves a little east. So then the East Village was, super on fire. You couldn't get anything in there. It's super expensive. So then they were forced to hop the river into Brooklyn. So like the parts of Brooklyn where I was, my family's from there. I remember telling my mother, I'm like, oh, I'm moving to Williamsburg. She's like, oh my God. She's like, don't go there. It's like, super drugs and crime and everything. But now it's all cleaned up, all gentrified, and it just keeps moving east, east, and all the neighborhoods just keep going. So I think with Vegas, we're trying to get that. So like from Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont, it's kind of slowly going again east out. So little by little, people are going in there, seeing the motion, seeing where it's going, and trying to get in the direction, get a property, redo it. We have our 3rd Street that we're doing downtown, which was a small 12-unit studios built in 1954, and we just gutted the whole thing. New roof, took walls down, did new electric, did new ACs, and then we redid all the units to go kind of, anticipating the client that's going to be going down there. So trying to go really high-end, really clean, very modern. We got a lot of ideas because if you look in like major cities, the big thing now is what they call micro-housing. So small spaces, and they just try to utilizing them, the best you can. So I think we've done pretty well with what we've done down there. I mean, they were only 550 square feet, I think.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. You guys modernized them quite a bit.
Yeah, so you're trying to, pack as much in. And I think, there's the millennial generation and generations going forward, I think they're not so huge on home ownership. I think they're more into renting and being mobile, to come and go as they please. So we're trying to create that next product for them. So that's our focus now. And again, we're doing a lot of work downtown. We actually have 2 buildings we just picked up downtown as well. So hopefully next time I come back, we didn't close on them yet. So once we close on them, we'll come back and show you those, and then
Sure.
maybe even do a progress of
Yeah.
because it would be good to see like where they start off and
Yeah,
then
like
where
the
they finish.
before.
Yeah.
I think that is interesting. You know, you
Yeah.
have like a 1950s building,
Oh yeah.
and what does it look like along the process? You know, knocking down
Yeah.
walls.
And now we're bringing in, he's a pretty well-known interior designer in Vegas. Does a lot of celebrity homes and stuff like that. So we got him to come in on this next one, and he wants to take it to the next level. So the pictures you guys showed here of 3rd Street, I mean, I'm proud of that work we did, but I think the next one's going to be even more. So it'd be super exciting.
Yeah, it seems like every time I come into Vegas, it looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, more progress is made. Are they
Yeah.
calling it the Coliseum? Is it it's where the Raiders are gonna play, right?
Yeah, so finishing up on that. But then also there's another project going in. Man, I think they're going to call it the Sphere.
Uh-huh.
So right behind, I think, Planet Hollywood over on Harmon. So it's going to be, who's doing that? Madison Square Garden Group is doing it.
Really?
So I've seen renderings of it, but it's going to be like a giant sphere, and they're going to do the same thing, do concerts and art and stuff. So I think it's super exciting to kind of, I think obviously the bread and butter is gaming, in Vegas, but they're really trying, which is awesome for everybody, to make it more of like a destination town with more of a local scene, even kind of off strip to pull in the local scene, which is great.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, exactly. So there's, it's more of a, I guess you would call it a regular community with sports teams and things
exactly.
to see instead of instead of not right now, just the perception of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
we go here
Yeah.
just to gamble,
Exactly.
right?
So now it'll be more of a destination town, more things to do, and I think more reason for people to move here, and raise a family. It'll be a place again, more than just the Strip.
Mm-hmm.
So especially with big stuff going down in Summerlin, and they just built that stadium for the baseball, and in Henderson they're going to build the practice field for the Raiders. So that is all taken off
Really?
out there. Yeah, down by the M, Inspirata, everything over there.
Hmm.
So a lot going on, but I think with our stuff is we're more into the apartments, so we're staying more in the downtown scene.
In recent news, there have been recent earthquakes
Oh
here
my
in Las
God, that
Vegas.
was my first earthquake ever.
See, I didn't even know that Las Vegas, because you hear
Yeah.
about it for California
Yeah,
and stuff.
for sure.
But, how? So where were you?
I was freaky. I was home and I was working on my dining room table, and all of a sudden I just felt. Kind of feels like you're like seasick. Was the first thing I thought. Like, oh my God, what is going on? And then my girl's from Reno, so she felt, and California, so she's felt them before, and she's like, oh, that's an earthquake. And I'm like, oh man, there's nothing you can do. Like, you just have to just sit and kind of just wait it out. But it was a little freaky, but.
That's interesting. So in addition to that, you're from New York. So
Yeah.
what's your take on the Brooklyn Nets getting KD? Are you a basketball fan?
Not really, but I think that's phenomenal for them. That's great, especially they built that whole brand new arena out there. So
Yeah, Barclays Center,
Yeah.
I think.
So for them, that's gonna be insane. I might even gotta go out. I keep forgetting that's even out there. Like, I still have friends back in Manhattan. They're all in the restaurant, nightclub business. So when I go back, I just spend my time there. But I always forget to do the sports.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But now we got the hockey, and we'll have the basketball. So now we'll have it here. We won't have to go out.
Yeah. So here, I guess there's not currently like a. Hold on, are they bringing a big basketball team here? I know they do the summer league. They have a bunch of
I know the
games
summer
and
league was
stuff.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to feel it's only a matter of time.
Sure. Yeah.
You got the hockey. Football was huge. Then I think like dominoes, the rest will go.
Yeah. So do you anticipate, from a development standpoint, Las Vegas being similar to where you're from? When it comes
Yeah, I mean,
to,
we're getting that. I mean, definitely downtown. I'm getting that feel. It's like it's happening all over again. And you kind of not as fast, as New York. Obviously, the amount of people are there and the amount of people that are moving there all the time. But it definitely feels like we're starting to get in that direction, which is great because you know, at the time when I was in New York, I was, you know, younger and kind of didn't understand what was going on. But now, you know, it's better here. You know, kind of see the patterns, and you know, we're trying to just jump in again and be ready for when it comes, because all signs are pointing to it. It's going to be good. So
Yeah. So are these two properties that you were talking about, are they currently for sale, or are they like?
Well, the Third Street, that property, we're in the process now of just renting it out.
Okay.
So we'll probably hold on to that one. That's a really good property. Even the next two, again, it's going to take probably months to get them up and running. You know, do all the rehab on it, get it full. I think we'll probably hang on to these. These are really good, you know, solid properties. I think our thing is we're trying to maybe build a portfolio of downtown properties, and you know, hang on to those, maybe sell them down the line, but see what happens downtown, you know?
So do you acquire properties as well for clients and investors that are
Yeah,
looking for
absolutely.
things?
So we have the building on Oak Ridge, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, that was the background.
42 unit. So that is a client of ours who we've sold many properties for them. This is their probably fifth property we're selling for them. So again, great units, nice mix, 2 bedrooms. They're like a townhouse style. So all the living spaces are on the bottom, kitchen, living room, and then the bedrooms are upstairs. So it's a little different from a normal like garden style apartment. So really nice, excellent condition. Over in Henderson, so kind of right where they just finished building the hospital, and they have Cadence out there, huge development. So again, it's another area that's really building up. So yeah, so that's a project we're selling for a client of ours.
Awesome. So if somebody's interested in inquiring more about that property or potentially purchasing it, how do people get a hold of you?
Just call me on my cell, 702-445-1330. Text, anything, because we have a package, you know, pretty in-depth package of income, expenses, everything you need to know about the property. We can just email off to anybody that's interested.
So anything else on the horizon or news with you guys?
Always looking for the next. So, I mean, we're out there constantly. Like, I have 2 showings after this, an 8-unit property. And I think the last time we showed the Rexford, the 22 unit. So showing that again. Those 2 for now, but always on the lookout for more.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me again.
Awesome, man. Hey, than's for having me
We'll
again.
have to have you back on to show
Yeah,
us
I wanna show you
the
those.
progression photos of your
Yeah.
projects and how they evolve over time.
Yeah, that's I think that's the fun part. I mean, the day-to-day real estate, you know, is good, you know, pays the bills, but I like these projects are really, really fun. And I think, like you said, it'll be great. I'll bring in as soon as we close on them, the befores, and then maybe we'll do like a video of, you know, of redoing them, like kind of like a step-by-step thing. It'll be super interesting.
Sweet. Well,
Great.
thank you so much, Chris.
All right,
We
man.
will see you guys on the next episode.